Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I am going to explain you the third level, that is the first lesson from Vistas. The third level was written by Jock Finney. The setting of this lesson is New York Grand Central Railway Station, which has only two levels. You can take trains like 20th century at first level and suburban trains run at the second level. But Charlie reached the third level. How? When there are only two levels, how is it possible for him to go to the third level? That is what the main concept here. Yes, my dear students, before going to that, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, and let us go into this video. Yes, let us discuss how he had been to the third level. Charlie was 31-year-old man who worked in an office at Vanderbilt Avenue. He had a wife called Lusa. One summer night, he worked late in his office and came out of his office. As it was late, he wanted to take subway at Grand Central Railway Station, which was faster than the bus. Here, subway is an underground railway system for commuters. Commuters mean the travelers or the passengers. As he had decided, he walked into the Grand Central. First, he crossed the first level and then the second level. To reach the subway, he had to walk through the tunnel. There are many tunnels around the Grand Central. Using these tunnels, people come in and out. As there were many tunnels, people got confused. Many times, Charlie used these tunnels to reach different places and got confused. He missed even his ways now and then. Yes, however, he was walking through a tunnel. The tunnel was angling left and slanting down, as you see in the image. Okay, and he had passed no soul, so he thought that that might be the wrong tunnel. As he was the only person who was walking in the tunnel, he thought that that might be the wrong tunnel. He was in the wrong tunnel, even though he continued to walk, and he could hear his own footsteps. After walking for a few minutes, he heard some sounds which indicated that there was he was approaching the entrance. At this point, the tunnel took sharp left. Then he used the steps and came out of the tunnel. Yeah, here sharp left indicates the time lapse. That means traveling through some medium. He had gone back. Sharp left indicates the time lapse. And he used the steps and came out of the tunnel. At first, he thought that he was back on the second level, but that was not the second level because there were some signs. Actually, at the second level, the rooms were very big and the ticket windows are more. But here you see, because the room was smaller, there were fewer ticket windows and train gates, and the information booth in the center was wood and old looking. These were almost looking like old things, and the information booths were smaller and the ticket windows are very few. And he could not understand why this is something old type of railway station. And the man in the booth wore a green eye shade and long black sleeves protectors. This is what black sleeves protectors, long black sleeves protectors he was wearing. The lights were dim and sort of flickering, and there were open flame gas lights. Yeah, here actually he is in the 20th century. Only during that 19th century, people use these open flame gas lights. This is what open flame gas light. And here he had seen open flame gas lights. Why? He could not understand. And there was a man who had pulled out a golden watch from his vest pocket and frowned at the time. Yeah, when he pulled out the gold watch, there was a glint, that means shining around the railway station, and he looked at it at his watch, and then he frowned. Oh my God, like that. He had frowned, and he was wearing old type of suit and hat. He had seen again here. Charlie had seen a woman wore a dress with a leg of mutton sleeves. Here, leg of mutton sleeves. This is the dress. Okay, leg of mutton sleeves and skirts to the top of her high buttoned shoes. She was wearing high buttoned shoes. Everyone in the station was dressed like 1890 something. That means it was almost like 19th century dressing style. And he could not understand why. We are in the 20th century, but why these people are like 19th century and the situation is everything like 19th century. He could not understand that. And to get the confirmation, he reached the paper boy who was selling the paper named The World. The newspaper name was The World. And it was banned many years back, and the date printed on it was 11th June 1894. And he could not understand why the World newspaper has been sold, and the date was actually 11th June 1894. He could not understand that. Actually, he was the 20th century man, right? But here he had seen those people who were selling the World, that newspaper which has been banned, and the newspaper seemed very fresh, and he could not understand. And he was shocked to see that. Actually, he was a man who had seen World War One and World War Two, and afraid that there might be Third World War. But he had seen the newspaper of 1894. This was a shocking state, and he could not understand why. And this had confirmed him that he had time traveled to old days. So, however, after much deliberation, he had confirmed that yes, I have traveled back to the olden days through the tunnel. The tunnel had become the medium to travel to this third level. From this third level, I can go to my olden days. That is, it's like time travel. So he wanted to take two tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. Galesburg, Illinois was the dream town for him. Okay, and it was the peaceful place. What is this Galesburg, Illinois? Let us see. It's a wonderful town still, with big old frame houses, huge lawns, and tremendous trees whose branches overhead overhead and roof the streets. You see here, this is what, yeah, the houses were very big, and in front of their houses there are big lawns, and the streets, here you see the overhead, the roof. Okay, something like that you can imagine. And yes, branches meet overhead and roof the streets. And in 1894, summer evenings were twice as long, and people sat out on their lawns, the men smoking cigars and talking quietly, the women waving palm leaf fans with the fireflies around them, and in a peaceful world. That was the peaceful place he had imagined forever. Okay, that is why he loved to go to that particular place. But to go to that particular place and that particular situations, he must go back to his olden days. So he wanted to take two tickets to that Galesburg, Illinois from the third level. And then what happened? You see here. He went to the clerk and asked for two tickets, one for himself and the other for his wife Lusa. The clerk figured the fare and looked at Charlie because the dressing style was entirely different from their dressing style. Charlie's style he was looking something different, but those people were looking something different, because I think you understand, he is a modern man, those people were olden days, that means 1890s people. So that is what the confusion, that clerk also looked at this man differently. And while Charlie was counting the money, the clerk was so serious and told him that they were not money. Hey man, are you going to skin me? He said. Skin me means here cheat me. They are not money. That means he also told Charlie that he was going to call the police for giving fake currency. Oh my God. That means this man belongs to 20th century. He had only the 20th century currency, but those people required 19th century currency. So he also told Charlie that he was going to call the police for giving fake currency. And Charlie was afraid of the jails in 1890s and rushed out of the station. He used the same tunnel and came back. Yes. The next day, he informed his wife, Lusa, and his friend Sam Weiner. Sam Weiner was a psychiatrist, listen this, about the third level at Grand Central. And he had informed, and the conversation as followed. This might be the imaginary conversation, just, okay, just for your convenience, I did this conversation. Let us go through it. Charlie, Sam and Lusa, I would like to tell you one shocking thing. Sam, what's that? Charlie, the president of Grand Central Station say that there are only two levels, but I say there are three. Sam, hey, what are you telling? I think you are dreaming, he said. Charlie, it's true. I have been to the third level. Sam, how can you go? There are only two levels. Charlie, don't you believe me? Then Sam, Oh, I understood now. You are unhappy because the modern world is full of war, worry, and insecurity. You are trying to escape from this modern world, and not only you, but everyone, of course, he said. Charlie, I agree that everyone is worried, but what do you say about my going into the third level? One question I will ask you, Charlie. Why did you develop the habit of collecting stamps? It's because you want to escape from this world, and thus you might have gone into imaginary world of the third level. That's what he said. Charlie, let me tell you one thing. My grandfather had collected stamps, and President Roosevelt also had collected stamps. There were no worries in those days. But why do you think that they had collected stamps? Sam. But Charlie, there is no third level. You try to understand me, he said. Charlie, I have been there and I will prove it that very soon. He said, okay, try to prove it. See you tomorrow. That was the conversation, right? Okay, after the conversation, Charlie started to his office. During the lunchtime, he went to the bank and withdrew $300, all he had from his account, and exchanged with the old type of coins to use at the third level and go to Galesburg, Illinois. Sam was really upset about this. Hey, why are you taking that old currency, man? That's useless, he said. But Charlie told him that he would go to his dream town where the living cost was cheaper. Eggs were 13 cents a dozen in 1894. I will go to that 1894. That's fine, he said. But he had never again found the corridor that led him to the third level at Grand Central Station. Although he tried often enough, Lusa was pretty worried about this and instructed Charlie not to search for the third level. He stopped and returned to his stamp collection. Yes. So he listened to his wife and he returned to his stamp collection because he searched for many days and he could not find it. However, he should listen to his wife. Meanwhile, Sam was missing. Sam Weiner, his psychiatrist friend, was missing, and no one knew where he had gone. Charlie suspected that Sam might have gone to Galesburg by using the third level. He was suspecting where had he gone. Maybe he had gone to that Galesburg, Illinois. I told him about that place. He's a city boy. Definitely he might have gone to that particular place. Like that he was suspecting. Yes, he was in that notion. One evening, while observing his collection of stamps, he found a first day cover which should not be there in his collection. What is a first day cover? First day cover is nothing but on the first day, whenever the new stamp is released, the stamp collectors want to get it on the first day. And if you want to get it on the first day, directly you can't get it in the shops. You have to go to the post office, buy an envelope, write something, and you have to paste the envelope. Then they will affix the stamp, and on the stamp that is on the cover, the stamp collectors write their own address, and it will be posted and it will reach to their own address. That's what the first day cover, right? That is why he found that first day cover which should not be there in his collection, and he thought that it might be the first day cover of his grandpa. But why is it here in his collection? That shouldn't be there, but it was there. But he could not understand why is it here in my collection. He thought like that. He got out and opened it. He got out and opened it. The paper inside the envelope was not blank. Actually, those people simply they put some empty paper in the envelope. Okay, because it is just for stamp. They give that envelope to the postman so that the postman affix the date and he will affix the postal stamp also. That is what. But here, the paper inside the envelope was not blank. Something was written. What was it? Actually, it was written to Charlie by Sam Weiner. Oh my God, what is this? His psychiatrist friend. From where he did write, let us see this. 941 Willard Street, Galesburg, Illinois. Oh my God, he received this letter from Galesburg, Illinois. And who had written that? That's Sam. That means Sam had gone to Galesburg, Illinois as he suspected, as Charlie suspected. Yes. What had he written? Let us see. Charlie, I got to wishing you that you were right. Then I got to believing you are right. And Charlie, it's true. I found the third level. I have been here 2 weeks, and right now, down the street at the Dallies, someone is playing a piano, and they're all out on the front porch singing, Sing Nelly Home. And I am invited over for lemonade. Come on, back. Charlie and Lusa, keep looking for till keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth, believe me. See, what is he telling? Yes, Charlie, in the beginning, maybe you are right, I thought, but now I believe that you are right because I found the third level. I already have reached this third level. It had been 2 weeks already. Okay, and you also don't stop searching for the third level. Here it is very nice. Somebody is playing that piano and singing the song, and somebody had invited me for lemonade. And please don't stop searching for this third level. It's worth you. Please come back. Like that is said. That was a shocking effect for our Charlie. Charlie was shocked to receive that letter. To get the confirmation, he visited the coin store and found that Sam had taken $800 worth of old style currency. Oh my God. That's what another shocking news. To get the confirmation, he had gone to the old coin storage and then he asked, Sir, could you please tell me could you please give me the information that my friend had taken any old type of currency? Like that, he asked. And then that storage keeper told, yes, he had taken $800 worth of old style currency. Thus, he had confirmed that Sam had gone to Gainsburg and started a nice little hay feed and grain business. That was the proof that they got and started searching for the third level again. That was the proof. Okay, thus the story ends. And there ends the story. And if you like I think that you understood my lesson, and please subscribe to my channel if you like my video, and please like it, share, comment if you